In 1994, Supreme was just a small skate shop in New York City. There was no luxury. There were no million-dollar sales. There were no lines around the block. No one could have imagined that people would pay thousands of dollars for an ordinary t-shirt with a red rectangle. But that's exactly what happened. How did a small skate shop become one of the most influential brands in history? Today we'll look at the history of Supreme. The story began with James Jebbia. At that time, most fashion stores looked the same. But Supreme was different. Everything here was built around skate culture. Even the space inside was left wide so that skaters could enter with their boards. Nobody talked about high fashion. Nobody was thinking about billion-dollar valuations. It was a regular shop for people who loved skating. Many people think that Supreme became popular because of its clothing. But the real secret was something else entirely. In deficit, the brand released a limited number of items. If you didn't manage to buy the drop, that's it. The chance was missed. That is why each new collection turned into an event. They wanted them because they were hard to get. And gradually, Supreme began selling not just clothes, but a sense of exclusivity. Over time, the situation began to spiral out of control. Each new drop attracted more and more people. Then people started coming at night. We waited for the stores to open for several days. Many items are immediately resold at several times the price. But the real explosion happened when the brand expanded beyond skate culture. He was noticed by the music industry. Kanye West, A$AP Rocky, Travis Scott. And here's something important in advertising happened. When millions of people see the same brand on their idols every day, the brand takes on a life of its own. And gradually, Supreme ceased to be just skateboard clothing. It became part of global pop culture. The brand started releasing collaborations with literally everyone. Nike, The North Face, Stone Island. But the real shock came later. Supreme has collaborated with Louis Vuitton, and that's when it became clear that the skateboard brand had evolved into something much bigger. On the one hand, there is the fashion industry. On the other side is a skate shop. This moment showed the whole world that Supreme had become part of haute couture. At some point, Supreme became very huge. In 2020, the company was sold for approximately $2.1 billion. Many fans began to fear that Supreme would change. The hype isn't what it used to be. Supreme forever changed fashion, whether people liked it or not. It proved that a simple skate shop could become a global brand.